If you want to see what $80,000 in furnishings and setup for a 5-bedroom home in Las Vegas, Nevada looks like, come check it out. All right, so we're talking about how this property is amenity, right? A little intense, right? But it is. This property is so cool. Okay, look at this, look at this. We have our workspace, but check this out. This whole room, every single wall on this room, this is like some kind of foam canvas art piece. I don't even want to touch it because I'm afraid it's gonna fall off. Graffiti, words. What these words actually say is right here. This is how cool. I mean, the owner thought of everything, right? A Tale of Two Wolves. So this is a Cherokee Indian story, but that is what is painted, or folktale, I should say, right? That's what's painted on this wall. It's just graffiti, spray paint, and words over and over and over again on top of each other. That's the garage entrance. Then, even better, just wait. There's more. Just wait. There's more. This is a casita. It's its own separate entrance. We could lock this door. We have a queen size bed, a twin day bed, so we can sleep 3 guests in 2 beds in here. We could rent this separately as a little studio casita, locked from the rest of the house, or the whole house all together. Either option. It has its own private entrance right here. We have a full functioning second kitchen, right? So like I said, we could rent the casita separately because right now it actually doesn't make sense for our marketing efforts to rent it as a separate space. Again, through market analysis, we've determined that this kind of casita in this location isn't where the money is, and it was a better idea to rent this property as a whole. So it has 2 kitchens, but that's why it's not stocked separately with all the things, but it could be. So it also has its own bathroom. It's a tight squeeze in here, so camera husband, you might not be able to fit, but has a combo tub. And look, I mean, just pointing out the staging again for your photographer and how to photograph spaces, how to set them up so they photograph. It's just a bathroom. It's a very small bathroom at that, but how do you photograph it in a way that's elevated? Add the little touches that bring in contrast. We've got dried eucalyptus. We have our amenities, right? There's contrast. There's something to actually take a photo of, right? So let's keep going. Come on out of this space. And that's one more thing I want to note. This space here as well, as you're talking to your photographer and how to set up a space, how to stage it appropriately, what angles, what photos, you want to get the same thing in a space like this. This. Right? You want to see a little bit of this bed, a little bit of this bed, but that is your focal point. All these dried flowers, that art piece, that's something that you want to showcase in your listing, right? You want this mood. You want guests to experience, what is it like if I'm sitting here and this is where I'm reading? I'm laying here reading a book. You want them to see it. Maybe I even lay out a couple of books or a couple magazines on the table, a nice cozy throw blanket to wrap up in. That's what I want guests to experience when they're in this space. The things you want your guests to experience, that's what you want photos of. You want those detail shots so that way you're painting the picture for them, less imagination. And anywhere that you have these really cool art pieces, unique amenities, like going back into our graffiti room here, this space here with all the graffiti, take all the detail shots you can. The workspace at this desk, close up on a laptop, stage it, have a laptop, change it up, do a notepad with a pen, change it up and add a desk lamp and a plant. Do different things so that way guests can experience the different ways that you can use the property.